Welcome back, Twin Flame lovers! It's Dr. Amanda Noel, the Twin Flame Matchmaker.
And Jacques Rousseau.
Offering the man's perspective. And today we have a video about Twin Flame lifestyle design. This is for those of you who are either in a Twin Flame partnership or you're single and you want to live an incredible Twin Flame life and you don't really know how to create your most juiciest lifestyle from scratch. So we're going to teach you how to do that with our 5 superpower tips, so stay tuned. Hey Jack, what's on our calendar next month?
Oh no, we don't have anything scheduled.
Ah!
It's a blank slate.
All right, excellent. Well, it's time for a little Twin Flame lifestyle design.
Bow, 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 bow.
So here are our 5 tips to help you design your most insane Twin Flame life. And Jack is going to start with the first tip.
The first tip is what is most exciting. What, if there were no limits whatsoever, if you had all the money in the world, you had no limiting beliefs, what would the most exciting thing be?
This tall glass of water.
Doing
all kinds of things to me.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. So we should just get really excited and we shouldn't limit ourselves at all.
Yeah, bust through all of the limiting beliefs, all the whatever's practical and logical and what your parents would like you to do and all that crap. Let all that go for once and just focus on what would be most exciting.
Okay, awesome. And that leads us to the second tip. The second tip tacks onto that, and it's actually a specific exercise that I find really, really important. So we are going to do this because we're in the midst of a little bit of a blank slate. We don't really have plans for the rest of the year, where we're going to live, where we're going to go, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. So we're going to be doing this. And it's to actually individually separate from each other for, half an hour, and go out and meditate. And it really helps to do this in nature. Bring your paper, a journal, a pen, and maybe play some really good music. There's great drumming music, and literally just do what Jack said, but to create an exercise in a sacred space around flowing your ideas onto paper, meditating on your highest excitement. So maybe you want to meditate. Maybe you want to write as you meditate. Or maybe you just want to, just start journaling. You will get crazy ass downloads. I wanted to call him in. I journaled it and I literally wrote that I wanted to call him in on the dance floor. And it took me a little while to do it, but when it was divine timing, where did we meet?
On the dance floor.
So this lifestyle design work is no joke. It's kind of freaking powerful stuff. So the second part of that is to actually come together if you are in a union. So we're going to do this and we're going to sit either on the couch, or sometimes we lay out a tarp in the field near where we live. And we do a little ceremony where we write what we want to do together. We meditate. And sometimes Jack leads this exercise. So whoever's better at manifestation can kind of lead the ritual, or whoever's guided. So that's awesome. When you have a twin flame, they can be like your coach. What do you want to manifest?
The third tip is trust your feeling and your intuition first, and let go of the how. Let go of the practical thing that you should or shouldn't do, or what would make the most logical sense. Let that go first and just focus on what feels good, what feels best. What kinds of things would bring in those feelings of joy and excitement. And when you're writing this down, or when you're meditating on it, I want you to focus on what, if you loved everything in your life, what would that look like? 3 months from now, 6 months from now, if you loved everything in your life, what would that be?
And one of the challenges of that in a twin flame partnership is you may want to dream really big, and then you're thinking in the back of your mind, because you know your twin flame really well, well, what if he doesn't like that? What if I want to go to Indonesia and he doesn't really like Indonesian food? Or, so we can have these practical things involving our partner that can possibly really hold us back. So I think what's really important to remember is in this context of don't focus on the practical too much, is to spend time doing it on your own. Really get clear on what you want first. And then the fourth tip, we're on the fourth, right? Yeah. The fourth tip is to actually come together once you've gotten super crystal clear on what your dreams, desires, and like kind of wants are. Sometimes there's needs, and sometimes there's kind of like, oh, that'd be cool. And to just have it all out, you know, you've just brain dumped in that meditation. But then I want you to write a list of what are your absolute needs, and then what are your excitements. And then he's going to write down his needs and his excitements, if you have a he or she. And then that's where the dance is, the compromise, where you're like, uh-oh, he wants to go golfing and hang out with his bros for the dream vacation. And like, it's like, oh, I don't really want to do that. I want to go to the spa. So it's cool because you can actually have it all. Maybe he goes off with his bros and I go off to the spa, but in the nighttime we come together and do that shared activity. So that's where it's really important to write down your needs, your wants, and circle the overlapping things, and the things that you don't overlap, the things that you're like, I don't really want that, to claim if that's your need, you still need to put that on your vision board. You still need to include that in the twin flame lifestyle design. It's so easy to compromise ourselves in twin flame unions because you're like, oh, we're one, it's cozy. But don't let him or her be an excuse for why you didn't live your life fully. So claim your needs and wants, write them down, and don't skip anything.
I like that.
Cool. You have the last tip?
The last tip is, the fifth one is wait for the right time before you make any major decision.
Felt it.
So the universe all has divine timing, and sometimes we want, you know, the ego wants to make things happen now. Like, let's make it happen. If we want to go to Bali, like, let's just do it. Let's do it now. But at the same time, there is divine timing, and there is this flow in the universe, God, higher self, whatever you want to call it, where everything comes into alignment. And so, one of the biggest recommendations, step 5, is to wait for the right time. And when will you know when the right time is? You know when it's the right time when you know it's the right time.
So basically, have some freaking patience, which is the hardest thing, especially if you're a magical being and you want it now. So what do we do, like, if it's not really time yet? Should we, like, worry more? Should we do our vision boards more? Like, what would help to, like, fill up that time and make it productive?
Yeah, I'd say just get really clear on what you want, set your intentions. That's the most important thing. And once you have your intention set, then you can actually let it go, and just trust that your intention has been set in motion, and what has began in motion stays in motion. And then you'll know when you know is the right time to make your decision, whether that's buying your flight or planning your trip, or, you know, moving to Costa Rica, or whatever the decision.
Buying a new wardrobe for Costa Rica. I think one of the hardest things for us twin flamers is basically we are programmed to do. You know, we're in service to the planet. A lot of us are really hard workers, and to just like, okay, let it go, surrender to the universe, and manifest. It can be actually really hard. Just be like, it's okay to just bliss out, or it's okay to, you know, just focus on other things. So that's a really important reminder. Yes.
All right. So I think we're pretty much done. Just last little tiny recap is to get really excited, to meditate individually, come together, and trust the feelings first before the practical, logical thing to do.
And then write out your list of needs and wants, align it with your twin flames needs and wants, and circle what the needs are. And if anything does not overlap, make sure that you absolutely follow those needs for yourself and for themselves.
And then wait for the right time, and you will know the right time when you know the right time.
Absolutely. We hope this video helped you so that you're not compromising, living your life out from like a ho-hum space. Being with your twin flame, it actually opens up the door for possibilities. It's not about committing and like compromising and giving up yourself. It's about being a team that expands who you are as an individual. So if you liked it, then what do they do?
Click the like button, subscribe to our channel,
and come back for more twinspiration.
Aww.
Thanks for being here. We had fun doing this video. Actually, it was really challenging. Doing this video, we were like, no. Ooh. I love him. He's so cute. You can't get upset at him when he's got gold glitter from kissing me.
Aww.
Love you, baby. Sorry. Sorry if my original script was not exactly what you wanted. I wanted to do more funny dancing. Can we do some funny dancing? What if I give you a lap dance?
So there's no end to the video?
The end is now.